WWE makes history again. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. Before I get into this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. So WWE has been on this historic run lately, breaking all these different gate records and all these different attendance records, but it looks like they have broken another record this evening. It was announced earlier today that WrestleMania 42 will be moving from New Orleans and more likely than not will be heading back to Vegas. Now, this is a cluster no matter what way you look at it. If you guys remember during the build-up to WrestleMania this year, you had The Rock do all this big-time presentation about WrestleMania being in New Orleans last year. They held a media scrum after the show in New Orleans, and they made it a big deal. I know that New Orleans is a big-time favorite city for a lot of different people, and imagine if you're somebody who's already booked their tickets for WrestleMania weekend in New Orleans. You have to feel like a freaking idiot, right? Now, there's multiple different rumors coming out of why this happened. I know earlier it was reported by some people that just the infrastructure of the city isn't capable of holding this type of event so soon, which is kind of strange for me because they just held the Super Bowl, which in my opinion, in this country at least, is probably bigger than WrestleMania. Now, there's this other theory floating around that WWE got a better deal from Vegas money-wise, and that is why they are coming back to Vegas. But it's kind of all rumor and innuendo at the moment. But that wouldn't surprise me that if it was that one, because if you've noticed the pattern of TKO, they go to the highest dollar. No matter where it comes from, no matter if it's morally correct or morally incorrect, or it is the right thing to do or wrong thing to do, they will be motivated by the dollar. And we've seen similar tactics when it comes to price gouging for their tickets. We heard that there's going to be like this $40,000 VIP ticket that's going to be taking place at SummerSlam in New Jersey this year. So money is obviously the biggest factor when it comes to these people, right? Which, hey, it's business, right? You could slander TKO for doing that. Multiple different other businesses are motivated solely by the dollar as well. So it's not insane, right? Now, before we got the announcement that it was going to be back in Vegas, people were floating the theories of it could possibly be back. It could possibly be in London, which is something that has been asked for and championed by guys like John Cena and fans over there alike. Saudi Arabia was obviously a hot name when it was coming to that as well, because it's more so a matter of when, not if, they're going to get a WrestleMania, but it looks as if it's going to be Vegas. Now, this is the first time that this has happened, where they've announced that it is going to be in a specific city, and then they just moved it later on down the line. I know WrestleMania 6, they moved it from the Sky Dome to a smaller venue in Canada, but that was in the same vicinity. And obviously during the pandemic, they were supposed to have WrestleMania where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play, but they had to remove it and have it in the Performance Center due to COVID. But this is a first, man. It's insane to think about that we are in a time period where you can announce a show in a certain location and at a drop of a dime, it can be changed. And I think everybody's going to have their heads on a swivel next time when it comes to announcing events in advance when it comes to WWE and TKO. But it's not a good look for anybody involved for this to happen. And you feel bad for the people of New Orleans. They've gone through a lot of different, hardships throughout this year. If you guys remember earlier in the year, they had that terrorist attack. They just had those over a dozen prison inmates break out, and a couple are still on the loose, and more things that are not as highly publicized. So it's been a tough break for the people of New Orleans. I know that this is peanuts compared to that other stuff, but still, right? You got to feel for them, and the more information that comes out, the more clearer this picture is going to be. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you think of WrestleMania being pulled from New Orleans? Do you think this is a good look for the company? Do you think this is a bad look? Do you think that this is something that is going to haunt them in the future, or do you think it's business as usual and they're just following the dollar? Guys, remember to like the video and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe. I am Kevin Zwicker.